What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Today I'm going to take a little sidetrack, take a look at some baseball, football um, postcards. Beautiful artwork on them, anywhere from around 1910 all the way up to present. I do have a couple current ones, but we'll start off like back in the 19 teens, beginning of the American League. Here's a postcard of an early Comiskey Park. And there are versions of this where Charlie Comiskey is up here in the stands, standing up, looking down on the park. And you can see it's not completely built up at this time. It's an early rendition, and it hasn't been used. I don't believe I have very many here that are used postcards, but I really like used postcards. Kind of gives you a date and time that you're looking at. Here's Lambeau Field, about circa 1980s. This is what it looked like when I went to my first Green Bay Packer game in 1983. And as you can see, here's a later rendition, probably in the 90s. You can see all the suites have been added to the upper area around the bowl. And that brings you to today's version with the museum attached. Suites almost entirely circle the field. Still a great place to watch a football game, though. Win or lose, this year might be a little bit more losing than winning, but still fun to watch. Here's for many years, two of Green Bay's games were played in Milwaukee County Stadium, but this was the home of the Brewers and the Braves before that. I had the opportunity to go to one Brewers game against the Yankees in that ballpark. Fun city to go watch baseball in. There you can see the Goodyear blimp flying up above. Now we'll go back in time. As many of you know, I'm a North Dakota State Bison fan. Here's before they moved into the Fargo Dome, before they played in Dakota Field. Here was the original place where they had the football stadium. It's right in the middle of the quad, as you would call it, probably. Eventually, there was a football stadium. Dakota Field was built here. And in recent times, the Fargo Dome was up here. And that's 19th Avenue North. And the old airport runway. A lot of things have changed since this was taken. This is probably from the 1940s. Here we come back to Chicago. This one's a linen. It's kind of got the rough textures on it. It's called a linen postcard. And this may look familiar. Wrigley Field, home of the Chicago Cubs. You can see the iconic scoreboard in center field. And the high rises in left field were made famous in the 80s with Harry Carey and WGN. And that neighborhood has changed also, but it's fun to take a look back. Here's a stadium that I really miss. Rosenblatt Stadium in Omaha, Nebraska. I went to 8 different College World Series, several games each time. Saw some pretty good players like Nomar Garcia-Parra. Fun times there. A lot of not stores, but people are opening their homes up for selling memorabilia, handing out beer, whatever. Now we'll go back to football. Duke University Stadium, 1940s. Some of these, the pictures are older than the actual postcard. Here's world famous Rose Bowl in Pasadena. This is from the 40s. I'm not familiar with the neighborhoods around Rose Bowl, but I'm sure things have changed there too. And here's Soldier Field in Chicago. Home of the Chicago Bears. Next up we have Syracuse University, about 1940s. Capacity of 30,000. Nice and green in the background on this picture. Another linen postcard. You can see how it's kind of rough if you look in the sky. And here we have the LA Coliseum, home to none other than Pepino Man. There's the USC logo up on the side of the stadium. I'm not sure if they still play here. Maybe Pepino can let me know where they actually play. And this one's from the 1940s. It's actually a Conoco gas station promotion postcard. Notre Dame Stadium. A lot of football history there. And come back to Comiskey Park, and here's a shot of Comiskey Park at night. A newer version. You can see the outfield is built up now. And yeah, this one's probably 1940s. Looks like a possible linen postcard. And the final one, the house that Ruth built, Yankee Stadium. I was fortunate enough to go to one game there also. I believe it was Yankees against Tampa Bay. This is the original stadium before the renovations and before they moved it or built the new stadium. So I'd like to thank everybody for joining me, taking a look at some stadium postcards. It's a fun part of the hobby. There's so many nice looking postcards out there. You know, if you run out of things to collect, there's all kinds of alternate directions you can take. And thank you everybody for watching, and have a great day.